Islam.
I woke up in the morning, stood up on my square. Allah woke me this morning, stood me on my square. Allah woke me this morning, stood me on my square. Faced the east and then recite my prayer. Allah, the Father of the universe, the Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector, my God, and my salvation. By night and day and through his holy prophet, True Ali. Amen. Amen. We should say amen. Amen. Everybody say amen. Amen. In 1492, you came upon these shores, 700 years educated by the Moors. 17th century, genocide and the gun. Middle Passage blessed, market the Africans in the so-called land of God. My kind were treated hard. From back then until now, I see, and you agree, we have been a misrepresented people. From back then until now, you see, my family tree, we have been a misrepresented people. We have been a misrepresented people. Islam. Happy Wellness Wednesday. Welcome back to another season 3, Sakara Sacred Healing.
First, I want to rise and give praise to Allah, honors to his prophet, honors to all true and divine prophets, Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, Confucius, etc. I give honors to the forerunner, Marcus Garvey. I want to give honors to all past leadership. Brother C. Kirkman Bey, Brother F. Nelson Bey, Brother J. Blakely Bey. I give honors to the former leadership, Brother R. Love Ill, to the present leadership, Brother R. Jones Bey and his assistant, Brother Hazeem Hopkins Bey. I give honors to our Grand National Chairman, Brother P. Chase Ill and his assistant. Give honors to the Grand National Mufti, Brother J. Fraser Bey and his special staff. I want to give honors to Branch Temple number 11, the Grand Sheikh, our brother man, our Grand Sheikh, Brother S. Anna L. Bey and his assistant, Brother C. Martin Stansel Ill and their special staff. And I give honors to each and every one of you, because when man honors man, he honors his Father God, Allah. I'm going to read a few instructions from the Holy Quran of the Moorish Science Temple of America, divinely prepared by the noble prophet Drew Ali by the guiding of his father, the great God of the universe, to redeem man from his sinful and fallen state of humanity back to the highest plane of life with his Father God, Allah. I'm going to take a read from chapter 12. Instruction 8 and 10. And Jesus said, my brother man, your thoughts are wrong. Your heaven is not far away, and it is not a place of metes and bounds. It's not a country to be reached. It is a state of mind. Now cease to seek for heaven in the sky. Just open up the windows of your hearts, and like a flood of light, a heaven will come and bring a boundless joy. Then the toil will be no cruel task. I will also take a read from Inconstancy chapter 41, instruction 31. His name is resolution. He cometh from the utmost part of the earth. He seeth happiness afar off before him. His eye discovereth her temple beyond the limits of the pole. And lastly, I'll read from chapter 26, instruction 10. Nevertheless, the attainment of virtue he accounteth as the highest learning, and the science of happiness is the study of his life this show is about how to obtain eternal happiness. And we know that more science teaches us that science is a happiness. That happiness is a science, excuse me. And music is one of the profound ways of obtaining eternal happiness through music. Our brother Bogan's Ill is going to do a beautiful demonstration with the djembe. The djembe. And let me say this real quick. You know, we are instruments of Allah.
That's right.
And we have in us a voice box, a larynx, which are instruments. And our heart beats to the sound of the djembe.
Ooh, come on.
And our ears have its own little drums.
That's right.
So we are, as the sun is an instrument of Allah, we are instruments of Allah as well.
Praise Allah.
Happy Wellness Wednesday.
Happy Wellness Wednesday. Look, let our brother J. Boganil take us away.
Islam. J. Boganil. First I rise, I give all praises due to Allah, the great God of the universe. I give honor to his illustrious prophet, Prophet Noble Dre Ali. I give honor to his forerunner, Brother Marcus Mosaic Garvey. I give honors to all true and divine prophets, Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, and Confucius, etc. I extend honors to all the past leaders of the Moorish Science Temple of America. I extend honors to our present leader, Brother R. Jones Bay, and his officiating staff. I give honors to whom honor is due. I give honors to each and every one of you. I give honors to Brother Barry Bay and Sister Barry Bay, all right, for allowing and having this particular episode and series, period. And I'm honored to have me partake in. This is my son, Brother A. Boganil.
Islam.
Right, for company. I'd like to thank him.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for playing.
He has college work to do. So
all right, thank you so much.
Praise Allah.
And we send some healing to your wife.
That's right.
Yes, much honors to my family, my wife. Unfortunately, my wife is not able to be with us this evening. She's not feeling too well, you know. So she wanted to, you know, get herself together, you know, and that's a blessing because when you do work of this nature, you want to be fully cognizant and fully 100% there, because you're pushing out energy towards the people of upliftment. So if you're not right, then how am I gonna get you right? That's why I say, you know, the study of self is the life. You know, knowledge of thyself and our Father God Allah. So I always say the same thing, that if I'm not right, I'm not gonna partake.
Right.
Step, even though it's an honor, it's like, well, I can't do it right now.
Yes.
We're gonna have to do something, or my other half will be able to partake, or somebody else, children or something. Pass the torch on down.
That's right. That's right.
When you're 100%, you're able to. So, you know, one thing, and this is what people don't understand, is that you got to be here, no sight, no mind. Out of sight, out of mind. You got to be here 100%.
That's right.
So I can be here physically, but is my mental here with you?
That's right. That's right.
And that's the thing that we have to get together when people are not able to. So I'll praise it to Allah. I like to tell you again, if I may, by the host,
please share.
Brother T. Barry Bay and Sister L. Barry Bay, can I say the Moorish American prayer? Can we?
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right, let's all rise up. I don't know where the east at. My house, the east is this way. But we're gonna do it like this. All right, Islam. Allah, the Father of the universe.
Allah, the Father of the universe.
The Father of love.
Father of love.
Truth.
Truth.
Peace.
peace,
freedom,
freedom,
and justice.
and justice.
Allah is my protector,
Allah is my protector,
my God,
my guide,
and my salvation,
and my salvation,
by night
by night
and by day.
and by day,
Through his holy prophet,
through his holy prophet,
Drew Ali.
Drew Ali.
Amen.
Amen.
All praise due to Allah. I had to get that
Allah.
vibration
Please.
in there. You know, the song was up. We already doing it. That's number one.
Praise Allah.
Right? Every time we open up our mouth, you know,
That's
the sister did so beautifully with her elegant voice.
Praise
You know, she
Allah.
raising their praises and thanksgiving to Allah. But I got to pray to my Father God Allah and saying the more Shemaiah prayer, because when there's power, when there's unity, there's power.
That's right. That's right.
I can pray by myself, but when we all here together, and then you got people that's all online right now, they're probably praying with us.
Right.
That's right. That's
There's
right.
power
That's,
in prayer.
that's
So
power
we
in prayer.
always acknowledge in prayer, especially the Father of the universe, because Allah is allowing us to be here today. First and foremost, again, I'd like to let you know this is the drum I was playing. This is called djembe drum.
Djembe.
The djembe drum is from West Africa. Originally from Mali, but again, the debate is either Guinea or Mali. North Guinea will say, "Oh no, the Guinea had it." It's from Mali, but you know that's a debate. Anyway, the great Songhai Empire, so this goes back thousands of years, which is the Moorish Empire as well. The drums that my son was playing here is apparent. The big one right here is called the Doom Doom, D-U-N, Doom Doom. Some people say June June. It's the Doom Doom. Doom Doom drum. Drum over here to the, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is the sangba. The baby one over here to the left is the kinkinek. And it makes that sound. Hence the trap drums and all that. Hey, this is where all of this stuff comes from. This is authentic. All of this is from Mother Earth. So I give honors. I come down and I'm giving honors to the ancestors right now. Come in front of the drums. I give honors to the ancestors, as these drums go back millions and millions of years. You know how many spirits have been here?
That's right.
These drums that outlive us still be sitting here. That's these come from trees that have been sitting up how long?
That's right.
This makes the sounds. Now, these on top of the drums that we beat on are skins. Yes, they're animal skins. Right? The djembe, primarily, they're goat skins. All these are like goat skins. The tougher skins could be like cow hide. Those are the other drums, the kungas. A lot of people don't distinct the different drums. There's so many different drums out here.
That's right.
South America to the Caribbean, you know, you got the kungas. And then when you go back, they all come from the Mexican. Anyway, and they all was wood anyway. So anyway, so I pray to Allah that you guys felt that. And I just want to just give you a little bit. This djembe is so loud.
Islam.
Feeling that, then that's a good thing. The drum communicates to the spirit.
That's right.
Brother L. Berry Bay, or Brother T. Berry Bay, excuse me, the sister L. Berry Bay can bear witness on July 20th on our Moorish Authority Day.
That's right.
It's interesting, you know, and I'm still always amazed too, even though it's been so many years. We came out, we were playing drums for just playing, you know, for the celebration. It wasn't nothing, you know, like scheduled or a performance in that way. And you would have thought I went, everybody come. I didn't say everybody come. We just start playing, and the drums called the Moors in. You know, some people go like, oh, Moors don't do this or this, that, or nah, only certain, Islam don't do, you know, and it's like, this part of our culture.
That's right.
You can feel this drum. if you melanated, you
Mhm.
Asiatic, you
Uh-huh.
so-called this and that, then
Uh-huh.
people feel this drum.
That's
And it's
right.
Mhm.
amazing when we started playing, men and women, and not just women. Everybody keep thinking this is women, girls, females. Nah, the brothers too. That's what we
Mhm.
do.
Islam.
That's our culture. We
That's right.
started
Islam.
moving
It's,
Islam.
I have a question.
Islam.
One of our key points when we were having a discussion the other day, you were talking about love divine,
Praise God.
music. In music and healing, it creates a vibration.
Mm-hmm.
Is the djembe, and I cannot remember the name of the other drums, but just the
Yeah.
sound and using the drum, that's a skill in itself because you're feeling the vibration, you right there with it and flowing.
Right.
Give us a little bit of that love that it creates out of hearing the music, how it calms the heart or the spirit of a person or the soul of a person and makes the spirit vibrate in love.
Can I say something
Sure,
before
brother
you answer
David.
that question? First, I want to give honor to you, Brother Boganel, because what you demonstrating here with those ancient drums, as you would
Right.
say, is you are invoking our ancient forefathers.
Mm-hmm.
And we need that protection in these days.
Mm-hmm.
We need all of the ancient forefathers, all the ancestors we can summon up for protection to move
Mm-hmm.
to move ourselves forward into the future. So I want to give honors to you
Mm-hmm.
for that. But
Praise
you
God.
can continue with the
Yes,
question.
yes. And today is Wellness Wednesday. And when you spoke about the ancestors, that was powerful. It's powerful. So praise Allah.
Mm-hmm.
Islam. So yeah, before I entertain your question, I just wanted before I forget the rhythm that me and my son were playing when we opened up, Brother A Boganil. It is a traditional rhythm, and there's a
Mm,
dance that goes to most all the traditional rhythms, most of them, 90%. Um, this particular song and dance that we played, or rhythm that we played, was called Sunu. Sunu.
so,
Sunu. Sunu.
Sunu.
Sunu. Yes.
mhm,
And it derives from West Africa country Mali,
Mm-hmm.
and it is a courting dance.
mm,
And the sister it was specially made for. Her name was Sunuba. Sunuba.
Mm.
Um, so when you see the dance that goes with rhythm, oh, it can get funky. It's that where you like, oh yeah, you wait a minute. Men and the women just, and there's gestures of flirtations, escorting, the dance shows all that. If you're still, you can see
Mm-hmm.
all of that. We're not just,
right.
grabbing and bumping and grinding all that stuff,
Mm,
but it's a fun dance that the whole family can
mm,
do.
mm,
In the traditional aspect of a Maxim,
Mm.
we
mm,
have dances and ceremonies, right? For the spirit, like this is, pretty much all of them can go back to where it connects to the spirit, in
mm.
terms of having a ceremony, in terms of raising the level in the spirit. And I'm going right into your question. Yeah,
That's right.
we call on the ancestors.
That's right.
And
Mm-hmm.
you know exactly what you're doing because you can play something, you might bring something down you don't want.
That's right.
So you
That's
got to
right.
know what you're doing on
That's
these
right.
ancient drums. So with certain drums I will not touch. I'll be like, I ain't look y'all at the show, man. I ain't calling something down here, you know. So anyway, going back to Sister L Berry Bay's question, like how does it make me feel and how you create that happiness and that healness? It's like you take your time and you're feeling that energy. Number one, you gotta believe in what you're doing. You
That's
gotta
right.
have confidence. Like somebody teaching you how to pick up that pen and write. You know what I mean? You start to be confident and you start writing that spirit that come out. One would say poetry.
Yeah.
Poetry, it's me.
That's
You
right.
got you start dropping that science with the pen. And you might not have said nothing out your mouth, but you're happy. It's people that are so happy just writing.
Mm-hmm.
What's interesting is that people don't know how to write today. They took that out of school. They don't know how to write cursive.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just, so we got to keep a lot of stuff alive. But the healing, like with the drum, it's like I know how deep and where it's coming from, dealing with our ancestors. and being able to touch it and know it and learn it, that I'm feeling it, like it's making me feel good, it's healing me. So now if I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, it's gonna resonate and it's gonna project on you all. And you're gonna begin to feel like you all did on a Moorish Authority Day. We were playing and we played in a whole battery. We call them batteries, which is in a group, more than one person. And now you have that whole collective where you had 2 or 3 djembes and you had the Doom, Samba, and the Kinkini, and that whole family. Now you start feeling all of that. And you saw it from the littlest baby to the oldest, male, female, get up and just start feeling it. They was doing so well, I had to put the drum down. I was like, can I get a little bit? Because I'm y'all uplifting me. Y'all getting me. Because that wasn't my plan. It was too hot.
Right.
Looking good that day. Just go like this. I was like, they gonna get me up here. Man, they said, Hicker. I said, look, y'all. I said, y'all done pumped me up. And that's that excitement, but it originally came from us playing, and that created, everybody started coming around, and the sisters and brothers just start feeling it.
Right.
And that's part of your DNA, number one. That's how we move, through that voice and that sound and movement. We healing. We can sit and you know what I mean. When we start our temple meetings or gatherings or anything, somebody start harmonizing. You like, whoo, you start going like this. Ooh, sister, brother, do that. All right, I'm good. I wasn't good before I came. I'm good now. I don't know.
Change the
vibration. Playing. Now it's like, ooh. Now you feeling that whatever you was feeling, it's gone. Now we start getting up. Now you like, ooh, yeah, yes. All right, release. Let it out.
That's right. Now
you don't know. What was I thinking about that? I don't know. You don't even I feel good though. You were
That's
like, what you had? You had something to drink? I said, no. It was all natural.
That's right.
And again, this is where that, some of that comes from. Not being, man knows not by being told you got to become what you know. But the point I'm saying is that using the word high, people are like, oh, you high on drugs. No, high on life, high on being elevated to the Father, giving thanksgiving and praises when I'm doing that. We used to say, excuse the vernacular, we used to say, oh, we can go to church real quick. We'll be like, woo! You be like, well, I'm going to Sunday school. And
you also mentioned
unconsciously we were saying that, but again, connecting back now as we came into the knowledge, it's like, oh, we was giving praises due to Allah.
That's right.
Praises, Thanksgiving, and everything, and it just makes you feel good. But go ahead, Sister Elberry, you were going to say something.
And you also mentioned, just to reiterate what you said about the drum matching the heartbeat.
Yeah.
As you play, and if the person gets in tune, it's matching with your heartbeat. So speak more about that. How it's important to pay attention and be attentive to the heartbeat.
Well,
because that's an everlasting drum.
like you hear this. This is the one that resonates with everybody's going to feel this, and we know that this is the natural, original aspect. And going into the electronics, where we got the DJ and the boom box and the bass, this is what you hear all the time. Like then you got the accompaniment of all the other instrumental sounds, right? But this is the foundation. What my son was playing, this is it. If you don't have this, well, all that other stuff is cute and pretty on that. Nah, we can make it sound funky. Don't get it twisted. But this is the one that really resonates where you like, ooh, you can feel it right here. You feel that, ooh, right there. You be like, that's it. You're center. That's right. You know what I'm saying? So you feel that bass is, that's why everybody go back to the heartbeat, because our heartbeat is doing that. And see, the Moors, we're the original man. So everything that we do is in tune. We just got to come back to the reality and to the knowledge of truth and self of who we really are.
Right.
Not debase ourselves like we've been doing. Because now, as it came into part after the enslavement, and we were free, but we were mentally slave for the coming of the prophet, and after the coming of the prophet, you would see these things coming in, being yourself. People would be debasing that and going over to the European side. We don't want no mumbo jumbo, African this and that and that. And I was like, that's us.
Yes,
Now everybody embrace it. Then you figure you go back to, let's say, starting in the 50s, definitely coming into the 60s, late 60s, everybody started embracing. You start seeing everybody wearing dashikis, and that's when they start wearing afros and had the afro pick, and they started coming to a sense of consciousness. But the more, if you was Moors, you was already conscious to that degree, right? And then the 70s and everything, we was coming in. Then 80s came in, crack. Try to debase us again, dividing us, and we got. I mean, it keeps repeating itself. But only the strong ones will survive, so we got to keep it on. You know, you can come with me if you want to. Prophet Nickel John Lee said, "I came for the youth and the young unborn. You old ones can come if you like to."
That's right.
And that's the aspect of the goal, is to reach the youth and the young unborn. And again, my brothers and sisters, I say that because acknowledging the prophet that you set in your ways. Yes, we have converted back to what our ancestors are doing. We're striving, but we already still have been tampered with, so to speak. And I ain't saying you can't change, because I'm still a youth too.
Well,
You know,
remember,
I was the one that was unborn. You
when
know,
we had our discussion the other day, you also were speaking about the power to choose. So that's what we're going into our next key point.
Praise out.
You know, you have the power to choose. You know, these things that you're discussing and what we've been through, it all is a part of our growth and development, because the prophet said, without a foe, a soldier never knows his strength. And thought must be developed by the exercise of strength. And so we're exercising our strength when we begin to talk about the things that we have experienced, and now we have a option to choose, to choose what's better. And if we choose healing, we know that's the better way to go for the betterment of mankind on earth, myself, my family. And so let's talk about that power to choose. Brother Barry, you want to touch on the power to choose?
The power to choose starts with creative faith. You know, why the creative faith give to man a soul that he might function on the plane of soul, while the creative faith gives a man a body that he might function on the plane of things made manifest. It says might. See, might means we have a choice. We might function on the plane of things made manifest. And function means purpose.
That's right.
And what Brother Bogan Ill is demonstrating here by way of the ancient drums is purpose. You know, the prophet was reported to have said, I mended the broken wires and connected you back to the higher powers. And whenever we connect ourselves back to our ancient forefathers by way of their practices, that's a way of that's a way of connecting ourselves, and that's the most powerful choice we can make. Plus, it goes along with honor our father and our mother.
Right.
You know, it's honoring your father and your mother is a choice. So, you know, connecting ourselves back to our ancient forefathers and mothers is a choice.
It's a choice.
Is a choice. So I would say that function means purpose, and might means we have a choice.
And so that in relation to eternal happiness, how to obtain eternal happiness, just in case our audience missed the healthy dialogue that we are aiming for, is how to create eternal happiness. And Brother Bogan Ill played his drums. He gave us that science behind the drums and the connection to the ancient forefathers, bringing it into these times. So you're on that front line playing these drums, raising a vibration, connecting to the heart. And so I hopefully at the end we can do that, where we can go into like a little meditation with that heartbeat drum. But
real quick, another way of obtaining eternal happiness, that's why I read from the chapter where it says, cease looking for heaven in the sky. No, it's not a place to be reached. It's not a place, I'm paraphrasing, of meets and bounds, but it's a state of mind. You know, heaven is a state of mind. So that's the first step of moving toward eternal happiness, is knowing that heaven is a state of mind.
Right.
Allah never made a heaven and a hell.
Right.
You know, heaven and hell are conditions.
It is. You want to speak to that, Brother Bogan Ill, that eternal happiness?
Bogan
Ill.
Bogan Ill.
Islam. I would just you guys got me on this. I'm vibing hard. I want to take a quick reading from chapter 1, the creation of all man. I'm on page 5. All praises is due to Allah and honor to His illustrious prophet, Prophet Noble Durale. I'm on the second paragraph. It says, "Perfected man must pass through all the ways of life, and so a carnal was full manifest. Bring forth from fleshy things without a foe. A soldier never knows his strength, and thought must be developed by the exercise of strength.
That's right.
So this carnal nature soon became a foe that man must fight, that he might be the strength of Allah made manifest." And I read that because that's that foe. It's that knowledge of self. So I mean, all of that again coming back into that knowledge, coming into that happiness and eternal happiness. Everything is within. It's the knowledge of yourself, of thyself, and our Father God Allah. So there's many forms of meditation. Like I could be meditating now, and people find things strange, and it's like, do you know who you are? How powerful the Moors are? It was said to me by peace and blessings be upon the brother R. Love Ill, the former Grand Sheikh and past. He said, I could be praying to Allah while I'm talking to you in your face right now.
That's right.
Because of it all. So you might not hear it, but I could still be my thought. You're not reading my thought. I might be saying one thing, but my thought is somewhere else.
Yeah, that's right.
Just like the prophet said, while I'm here, I'm over in the east. While y'all here, I'm in the east. And after you finish breakfast, I'll be right back here in the west where you at. You jumping this high, high as you can stand. But that's because the thought, we can travel. We astral travel. So in the form of meditation, when you're playing those rhythms, or we hearing that illustrious voice, like my sister El Berry Bay demonstrated earlier, you get into a form of meditation.
That's right.
By me listening to her, and also by her actually singing it on her own vocals, she's in a form of meditation. Just zone, like there. And as I'm playing the drums, I'm in a meditation form, because now I'm captivated in the spirit, in the room with my ancestors. I'm somewhere else. I took flight. Everybody dances. They're caught in the meditation and zoned out. Like you can't hear it. You touch them, they gone. Like they're in a state of possession. That's that state of possession of meditation. You understand what I'm saying? When you pray. So it's so many different ways and different approaches how you meditate. It ain't always just sitting around lighting a candle, or some incense. No disrespect, but that's good for somebody else. You're still meditating, or just sitting silence, or listen to whatever it might be to uplift your spirit. And that's that key thing of eternal happiness. We got to do what's going to be therapeutic to us.
That's right.
Since I'm going to add on, my wife made a statement a couple of days ago, she likes to indulge in a little popcorn. It makes her feel good.
Right.
I mean, you might not want, but that makes people eat food or do whatever. So again, we got to have a sense of balance.
That's right.
That's right.
Anything too much of anything is not good for us.
Good for you.
At the same time, to talk is a foolishness of folly.
That's right.
If you're gonna say something, let me say something of importance, of need. So I pray to Allah again. I continue to pray to Allah that somebody is feeling some of the things that are being said and done tonight on this episode. Because I prayed to Allah to direct me in the correct manner, and that I'm instructed in the right, proper way. I don't want to mislead or construe. I can only tell you what I know, and I'm still learning from the womb to the tomb. I don't have it all. I'm only sharing what I know.
Right.
And I give thanks to Brother T. Berry Bay and Sister L. Berry Bay in doing this beautiful saga of a show that they have going on, and reaching many spirits, souls, and hearts. And praise Allah. Throw it right back to the host.
Praise
Allah.
Listen, Brother Boganil, when you spoke about, the different kinds of meditation, a healthy dialogue is meditation, because we stilled our minds long enough to vibrate in words of spirit. See, the prophet said, every word I speak is spirit. So we're learning to vibrate on many different levels that makes us comfortable. Like you said, everybody can't sit still. Some people can't still their mind long enough to be still that way. But in chapter 8, I'm going to take a read from Jesus reveals to the people of their sinful ways. And it says, Allah's meeting place with man is in the heart, and in a still small voice he speaks, and he who hears is still. So it's a matter of hearing, right? It's a matter of hearing. You hear through your heart, the drum. I can hear, I can feel. When you were playing that drum, I was hearing. And then as Brother Berry spoke about the ear having its own drum. And so that's a different sound vibration going on. So if you are attentive to today, you realize that we're healing right now. If you're attentive, think about something that you want to heal yourself from and vibrate with this healthy dialogue.
And more is science.
Healing.
The prophet also, he taught that we don't hear through our ears. We hear through our heart. The ears just pick up the sound for the heart to register it. You know, that's why he says, let the words of your mouth
match the
thoughts of your heart. You know, and if you look at the word heart and you remove the T from heart, it's here. Because that's where you listen through the heart. That's why the heart is where is the nearest place to meet him?
In the heart.
In the heart.
In the heart.
And then if you take the H off, you have ear.
Right.
There's a connection. There's a connection. Everything cause to every other living thing.
Right.
You know, so it's a matter of how you opening up yourself to be, you know, to receive. You have to have an open heart, open mind, open ear to hear. So praise Allah for that demonstration, Brother Boganil. I like
even listening silent.
Listening.
It's the same word. To listen is to be silent.
Islam. Islam. I like to. I'm gonna use the prophet's words. I'm tired of talking. I'm gonna use the prophet's words. I'm gonna camel back on Brother T. Berry Bay. I'm going to chapter 8. Jesus reveals to the people of their sinful ways. I'm gonna skip on down here to verse.
What chapter?
I'm on chapter 8.
8.
Yeah, chapter 13. I mean, page 13. Jesus reveals to the people of their sinful ways. I'm gonna go down to here where it says 9. And Jesus said, "The holy breath cannot be seen with mortal eyes, nor can men see the spirit of the Holy One." Right. 10. But in the image, man was made, and he who looks into the face of man looks at the image of Allah, who speaks to man. And when man honors man, he honors Allah. And what man does for man, he does for Allah. And you must bear in mind that when man harms in thought or word or deed another man, he does it wrong to Allah.
That's right.
If you would serve Allah, who speaks within the heart, just serve your near of kin and those who are no kin, the stranger at your gates, the foe who seeks to do you harm. Right? So I read that for the simple fact that, you know, again, we go back to the heart. Where's the nearest place you can meet with the heart? You gotta hear that still small voice. And in the midst of chaos, as Sister Elberry Bay was stating, I can still be in a prayer form and meditation. You have to practice and learn yourself and cut out the distractions. I think we were saying about this earlier, that the biggest thing is that to be silent, right? If I do not pay you any mind or silent, that's a lethal weapon right there. You go, brother, you not gonna speak to me. You're not going. And I'm like, keep on going. I don't even feel you. That's a moment of silence and wise, because I don't have to depart anything to you.
That's right.
And I'm not saying this in a negative vibe. I'm just giving you a example how everyone has that power to do that.
That's right.
Where most people will say, "Oh, I don't know if I can do that," because now we're saying it in a different approach.
Right.
Oh, I'm just gonna pray in the midst of this chaos, bullets flying or people partying. I don't need to be in the closed room. I'm good right here. I can't do that. I said, so that's why I bring that up to go, oh, but you can ignore people. I said, you're doing the same thing.
Mm.
You ain't said peace to brother Barry Bay. How you doing, sister? Keep on going like he wasn't even there. So if you can do that, all I'm trying to say is the reverse, y'all.
That's
It's so
right.
easy to hate.
That's
we need to learn to love instead of hate.
That's right.
Why is it so easy to hate and so hard to love? All you gotta do is smile. Just
Smile.
I love you. And I'm talking to men. Oh, I love y'all too. But
That's
I love you.
That's right.
But I love you.
That's
I
right.
can't love you unless I love me.
That's right.
I gotta uplift me. I gotta make me feel good. That's why I said to the sister before, Brother Barry Bay been working, in case y'all ain't know. You'd be like, why are you always saying the sister? Brother Barry Bay working. We chatted.
That's right. That's right.
But anyway, make a long story short, I was stating that in order for me to do, if I'm no good to you, then it doesn't make sense for me to partake. And I'm not gonna bring a sluggish will to you. You know, like if I wasn't able and pumped up in this way,
that's right. That's right.
Ain't no need for me to partake in this episode. I'll be in another one. So you know what I'm saying? The objection is to be able to uplift fallen humanity and heal with the Sakara healing with this show. So if I'm going to contribute, I need to be 100% to contribute. That's why, you know, again, honest to my wife, she's not that 100%. She would have to give as well. Maybe she'll be on the future.
That's right.
I'll hear her speak. But anyway, that's my partner. Again, I'm the hype one, she the calm one, you know. So we need that, again, that balance. And there's times that she can get hype. There's times I'll be like, she'd be like, wow. You know, we all have our moments. So, you know, and that's the beautiful thing is that we have to be able to raise our thoughts and elevate it to in tune with Allah, whatever that we do, because Allah is in everything. You know, we're bound by cords to every other thing and every living thing.
That's right.
Which can I just let me just, I don't want to be misquoting y'all. Here we go. Real quick, page 7, chapter 3. I'm just feeling it. Elihu's lessons of unity of life. Yeah. Elihu met his peoples in the sacred grove and said, verse 2, no man living to himself, for every living thing is bound by cords to every other living thing.
That's right.
Check this out. Number 3. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will love and not demand
love in return.
And see, we got a whole way to go. See, when you do stuff, don't do it for yourself. You know, that's why I'm saying most people have agendas. It's like, look, let it be. It has to be sincere.
Yeah,
I love you and just let it go. I ain't worried about the brother and sister be like, oh, praise Allah. Oh, we want you back. You ain't got to never call me back. I'm gonna still sure.
You're gonna make sure you demonstrate right now. That's right.
No, I do. Thank you. I'm not. No, and I don't mean it in a bad way. It's like I ain't looking for you to be like, oh, they're gonna get me. Let me bring this. I can do this and do this. I ain't look. It don't matter. What you have done right now is awakening some things for me.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Wow. I thank you for allowing me to utilize these ancient skins. Not that I, you know, because I'm so busy. Sometimes. Like I do play when I'm in here, but again, when I feel the need, it's like I do. If I need to, let me see, drink this substance or eat this, then when I feel like it, that's when I'll do it. It's not a consistent thing. You know what I'm saying? But we have to have balance. Again, too much of anything is not good for you.
Good for you.
It's
so
long.
you have to take a breath. When you're taking herbs, right? You shouldn't take it. You got to let your body marinate. Your body has to digest and let it become a part of it. You go every day. No, I do this 7 times. I exercise. Hold up. You gotta let the body rest.
It's long.
Like 3 days and be like, all right, I won't take it again till like next week because you gotta let it marinate. You gotta know the science of the body and the system.
You know, this brings us to our next key point because you're connecting with things that can heal you. So you just went right into it when you spoke about your drums and how you play it when you feel the need to play it. You're connecting with the things that can heal you. That is very important. That is key.
Yeah.
Make the connection. This is what we discussed when we were talking, you know, and I heard the brother say this, so I had to write that down. I quoted him.
I know that's
connecting with things that can heal you. He said you have to learn to focus
Oh yeah, thank you, sister.
Learn to focus. So the focus is connecting with the things that can heal you. You learn it when you focus. So talk about that.
Islam. I thank you for bringing that back. Thank you. Thank the sister again. Much honor is due for writing, jotting down notes, because we be Allah, we be possessed and be like, I forgot all about that. But focus, yeah. When you do this, you have to have focus on what you're doing. Mm-hmm. And I'll use example of playing. If I'm playing that particular traditional rhythm, I had to be focused, and you need to be focused so it can be distributed the correct manner, and then you have that certain feeling because of the focus that was put in it. Because we have different things. If you're not focused and you're just being possessed by the spirit, it wasn't planned. It's like, ooh, he's like, can you? I don't know. But now you know something. You're focused and projecting how this show wanted to go today or the next show. You're focused. You have an outline or syllabus. That means you're focused on it. We ain't just coming randomly, letting the people know we got a little script. We got a little script. So I mean, but at the same time, that's focused on what needs to be presented out in order for you to begin to start to get into the healing aspect, or feel it. Because sometimes if you're not, it's like, and on the other end, for you to receive something, if you're going to receive it, you have to be focused. Because some people go, I didn't get it. What happened? Well, when did it happen? Because you weren't focused on it. It went over your head. I didn't feel that. You be like, I felt it. I didn't feel it because you thought that's the cause of it all. Prophet Noble Drowley said, if I can get you to think. And that's what I'm doing in the footprints that's clearly cut. I strive to get people to think. I'm not going to give it to you. I'm going to ask you the question. So, I mean, like, how do you feel? How y'all feeling out there today? Everybody comfortable?
That's right.
That's right.
Everything out there. If you feel the love, let me hear Islam.
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 If you feeling this conversation and dialogue, let me hear you say love.
Love.
And that's that key thing, is that we have to be able to embrace yourself. Right. See, it's one thing not to look at each other. We give each other honor, but at the same time, I love me first. Well, I can say I love the brother and sister, or my wife, or my children, or anything else. I got to love, because if I'm not right and I don't love me, how am I going to be able to give that energy towards you or anyone else? It's not going to be right. That's where it comes back to the lingo of I have to be right.
That's right.
I got to continue to work on me so I can bestow upon you the best in me.
That's right.
You look into the best of others. I look at you, the best that's within you.
Right.
I give you the best that's in me.
That's right.
My work is to let me be patient. That's one of the big virtues, is being patient. That's part of Islamism.
You said also to check your work to see how you can improve. When you said that, I said, woo, he's a teacher. He's a teacher. And so when we speak about you, you said you made this connection, and now you're checking the work as well.
Yeah,
checking your work. Don't assume that you already got everything together.
Okay.
Look to improve yourself.
Because it's not linear. Happiness and healing is not linear. It's not something you don't start here and you end up over there and you say, I'm healed now.
Right.
When you say I'm happy, it's perpetual. It's a perpetual striving. It's a perpetual service. It's a perpetual work to remain happy, to remain healed. It's continuous. It's not linear. It's not from one point to the next point. You don't arrive at happiness.
You don't arrive at happiness.
You have to continue to strive to stay in the spirit of happiness.
That's right. It's a strive.
And we want to, and also let me emphasize, people, it's been out there. Money don't make the happiness. Money don't make the happiness. Me and my wife had that conversation, I think, the other day. It was like, look, I needed to survive. I mean, in order to be here and have this monitor, computer to be able to do what I'm doing, I need some heat, need some food on the table, but that's not my major goal. Because I know Allah provided all of that for me.
That's right.
Allah gave me the skills to do X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? Now, the thing is, now that you got it, what you going to do with it?
What you going to do with it?
I ain't asking for that. I'm satisfied here. It's not about me grabbing this title or grabbing this fame. I do it because I love it. You know what I mean? I enjoy it. You know, that's the one thing. It's not the purpose of me showing out for Brother Barry Bay and Sister Barry Bay to go, oh yeah, yeah, I'm gonna do that. No, that's just what I do. That's just what I like. You know what I mean? That's my interest. And like you said, checking the work. I said that in our conversation that if I look at myself on video, it's not for being in vain. It's just to be able to critique myself.
Right.
So how can I do better? Also, I can always retrieve that and grab that spirit and take it to the next level and go, oh, I like that. But the other piece I said to Sister L. Berry, if you remember, I want to know what people saw. Because people are like, oh my gosh. And they, you know, when they feeling it right here, oh my God, you know, and I'm like, really? And I'm like, I ain't doing nothing yet. This is what I'm saying. And I'm like, let me look at the video so I can let me see what people are seeing. I want to captivate this feeling that people are getting or seeing. And I'm like, okay.
Right.
I'm my worst critic. But the point I'm saying is that if you're doing something, you know, like I told Sister L. Berry Bay, I must be doing something right. I never said, you'll never hear me say I'm the master, I'm this and that.
That's right.
People. Remember, people will say different things because that's what's on their heart and mind. I didn't say that. First thing you hear me say, I'm learning from the wound too. I ain't got nothing. I'm a baby. I'm still learning. It's like how many years? Don't matter. I can say 20, 30, I can say 15, 10, whatever. It don't matter. I'm still learning.
That's right.
Saying the organization, I'm still learning. Are you kidding me? I'm like, but if you give me honors, I can't, like Sister said, you know, brother said, you can't shun it away. You got to be able to give it, allow that appreciation. So the only thing I can say on that is like, I thank you, kind. Peace and blessings.
That's right. That's right.
As far as like, you know, like I said, that critiquing, you know, being able to see what people are saying, you know, it's a beautiful feeling, and I'm much honored how people are like captivated. But when I'm looking at it, I want to see what are y'all saying? What are y'all saying?
Right.
And then being human, it's like, I did that.
Yeah, that's right.
And I tell y'all all the time, you know, like I'm just amazed. I'm like, really? I'm like, okay, because where I'm coming from, I just do what I do. Well, right. Just go live. Go ahead, sister.
You know,
stirring up. Like,
I'm just looking at our key points. We really got through each key point.
Really? Wow.
That we discussed. And you know, I just want to say that this is an honor to sit with you because we really didn't speak about all the things that you do.
So much. That's another show.
You know, continue to commit to inspiring people. It's very important because your work that you do, as you said, you're tapping into that ancient science and our forefathers and what they have done, we must do just the way the prophet let us know. So we striving, we are striving. Our brother is a teacher, he's an artist, and he's also a mentor. He's been in education for many years. And his wife also is she does drum healing. What is it called? The djembe.
Islam. Let me say.
Yeah, because I can't even get the name of
it. She does dance movement therapy. She's a therapist.
Dance movement therapy.
And my wife also dances, and she can play too. You know, she can play those the same instruments as well. She used to perform them. That's actually how we united. Yeah, we met. That's how we met, and we did a collaborate. We did a performance for a South African singer and group years ago. So yeah, we're doing everything that's uplifting for all humanity. Not somewhat planned, but it's Allah's plan, and that's just something that we love, you know, and it's healing. Like I said, it was more than just, you know, dance is the life, life is the dance, as we say. So we do.
Praise God.
We say African drumming and dance. So it's all conclusive. It's all inclusive. You can't leave one without the other.
That's right.
All family. You know what I'm saying? Because we all play off each other. You know, the rhythm. You know, people think that we dance to the drum follows the dance. So if the dance is off, then the drum is off. Right. So it's not the other way around. So again, we make music with our bodies. I think Brother T. Berry Bay stated that earlier. Rhythmic with the vocals, with our body makes rhythm, period. And then
Right.
translates into the instruments that we have.
Mhm.
It comes from spirit. See, most people say, you know, you got to have that certain spirit that you put into that, transfer to that instrument.
Mhm.
A piece of crap and play that thing like it ain't nobody's business. Like, I
Right.
thought that thing was broke. Apparently it wasn't. It was the spirit that touched it.
That's
And
right.
that's heavy.
That's right.
That's another lesson. This high science.
Right.
So
right.
let me say this: we are coming to a close.
Oh,
Let
Yes,
them
we
take us
are.
out.
so much fun.
Yes. So let me just make the announcement, because you can take us out and we do like a little sound meditation
Praise God.
after we make this announcement. So we like to thank you all for tuning in to season 3 of Sakara Sacred Healing. Please inbox us, let us know how you feel. How is this show doing, so that we can improve ourselves and we can bring what you need. It's all about uplifting and healing ourselves in the many different facets that we can. It's not one way to heal. It's not one way to meditate, but it is only one way that can cause all these things, and it's thought becoming things are thoughts. So I like to announce that Friday, our Holy Day meeting on a national page at 7:30. Please tune in. Sunday school also on the national page on Sunday at 2:30 p.m. 2 o'clock. I'm sorry, 2 o'clock p.m. Also, Girl Talk, Real Talk, Moorish Talk is back for season 7 on Monday at 7 p.m. And then you have Universal Love next Wednesday at 7 p.m. So thank you so much for your support as well. We appreciate you. And let's go into this. And
Islam, don't forget about the Track Back in History Friday.
Track Back in History is Friday. Right.
Our ancestors.
Yes, we're honoring our. Thank you for the reminder. See, that's
1774, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
That's right.
It's hot, y'all.
Praise Allah.
We're gonna be there. We're gonna be there. If you ain't gonna be there, we're gonna be there.
We're definitely gonna be there. And we'll just make that
and it's the holy day.
On Friday in Philadelphia, Trekking History.
That's right.
Happy anniversary.
Moorish American Remembrance Day.
Moorish American Remembrance Day.
And the anniversary of the Berry Beige, y'all.
Praise Allah. So now we would like you to take us out,
bro.
Take us out, and everybody just tune in, you know, and feel the vibration to the heart. And y'all heard it here on Sakara Sacred Healing. May Allah continue to bless you. We have said enough for this evening.
Peace on earth, goodwill to men.
Praise Allah.
Praise Allah.
Peace.